will. It's already recording. Wonderful, great. Let's start. It will be recorded anyway, so people will see it. Hopefully, I'm gonna share my screen right now. There is a small PPT and. In next 15-20 minutes, I will not make it super long. I will try to be efficient and to the point. The customer flow and advanced EXPA analytics, yes, it is the name, but it will be a bit more than that. I will not teach you customer flow because probably you know what is customer flow because your LSP elects and so on. What we're gonna do, there is I want to cover. Coming from my work better. You're hearing me, right? Everything's voice is going. So, so what are the KPIs for OGV? The key performance indicators I will explain next slide. What is important, what is not, because you can track as LCP the work of your OGV. You are not that important, you shouldn't do it. How to understand does my OGV has excuses or not, because it's on the mindset. Is marketing and finance, the most important synergies for OGV. And one more thing is leadership-centric OGV. That's something I got from functional visits when I was in ELSI, is that almost no one is talking about leadership development for our EPs, for our customers. And we have to be a leadership-centric organization because we are. And last, the second thing is how to be LCP, who sees the bigger picture and what the OGV needs at that point of time. Of course, you are not product head, you cannot control, and you shouldn't control every smallest detail, but you have to understand what are the improvement points you have to push your OGV to do. And it can include timeline, it can include how to understand EXPA analytics better, things that you should track on EXPA analytics. What are the ideal conversions for every stage and status, and what extra things we can do through customer flow stage. We'll start from the second one. There are 5 main things I pointed out. The first thing is for you as LCP to make your OGV better. You can contribute, of course, you will not approve people, you will not track EPs. It's your OGV job, don't do it, don't do the things except instead of your LCP. It's his job or her job, but still you as LCP, you have to understand the global timeline. You have to know that when we have to start attraction, when we need to push for approves, when we need to take care about CX the most. What I see for summer, everything will be earlier. So we have to start attraction for summer in January, February. We need to start approving for summer in late February. It's the latest point. So third week maybe. And that means that mostly IGV sites, they will.
Hey, Andrew.
Open,
are you sharing
hello,
screen
hello.
right now?
I'm sharing my screen. Do you see?
No, I cannot see. Also, Emre doesn't see right now.
How interesting is that?
We texted,
okay.
But if, yeah.
Let's try one more time. You see my screen now?
Yes, right now it works. Thank you.
This stuff, I mean, if you saw the screen, doesn't matter. It's just what will be the points, the small points, what will be included in my speech. Move to the thing which is really important. 5 points I pointed out. and to talk that it's gonna be February when we approving. If we start in March or April, it will be too late, because talking to our biggest partners to the countries, and all of them, they want to open opportunities as early as possible. In February, we will have our biggest partners as all the opportunities opened. It means that Brazil already opened them, Egypt already opened them, Ukraine, Romania, they will open as early as possible. Then I know Morocco, Tunisia, all the European entities, they will open in Jan, Feb. So February we have to start approve, but to start approve in February we have to have people, we have to do attraction earlier. Attraction will not stop in February, it will continue through March and April, of course. But still in February we already have to have some results in terms of upper summer. Then we will finish approving around May, June. Approve what they expect now. It will be in last year. It was May. People always last moment. I mean, the EPs, they consider university exams and all the stuff. But if we started earlier, if we push they will push EPs to get approved. What happened? We started to do it 300-400% growth nationally, because in 100, like 40 people, and last year it was only 10. For summer, 1 month earlier at least, we will start the peak. Yep. So audit your VPs will do the planning. Second, analytics in operations before IGV, OGV, OGT doesn't matter. That's what you can get from EXPA. For the ones who are never faced operations, if these people, what we need to track on EXPA is all conversions. I will now. First thing what we have to take care about, we go to people, we go to opens, and we see how many opens are contacted. I will go to it in details, but let's consider that I'm in Adana right now, and my VP OGV, and what I see that there is no VP managers, even in people who are applying, these people are not contacted. When you, let's say, push your LCP OGV and you ask why contacted. From my LCP experience, if your LCP pushes you all the time in contacting people and fast process time, it helps you so much to be in this mood, and you will never again think that you can miss the people. You will not contact the people. So it's my recommendation to check this. I know some else says there are no problems with this, but really crucial because you have enough opens, let's say, and signups on, but some people are not contacted, and they're still, they're our customers, and they have to be taken care of in terms of getting results. If you do not contact people, you cannot get them accepted, approved, and so on. Next thing, you as LCP, you have to understand what is each of your products, especially, in this case, OGV, in terms of rates and in terms of current state. Every month, for example, you as LCP, you go to the EXPA every week. It should be every week. National average is, the conversion is, let's say, 50% to accept it. And you see that, for example, let's say Asia, it's lower. It's only 30% as LCPs in applied to accept it. And you go to your VP OGV and you talk to what the hell is going on. and help to get the normal average conversion at least. Conversion you need to strive for applicant to accept it is at least 45–50%. So it's the ideal conversion. Then accepted to approve. Ideal conversion is 60–70. It's possible. It's not happening yet, especially this month. When you will be LCP, again, for example, in February, you go after first week and you see that conversion is 20%, for example, your LC. And then you go to your LCP OGV again and you ask what is going on, why the conversion is super low. So the conversions is something that you have to track as LCP from my perspective, because especially people who are now operations, you understand how important is it to have someone or to have the discipline by yourself to take care of conversions and to see that here is a bottleneck or here we are doing good. We need to focus on, I don't know, apply to accepted conversion more. Then accepted approved conversion could be 70–80%. As I told you, let's try for 60–70. In perfect case, it's 80. And approved to it can be 85–90 even. There were some LCs for summer peak who did 90, and it's possible it's not it's not something that we shouldn't strive for. What should be the conversion realized to complete? Nationally, what we see now, it's around 50%. So I don't see why we cannot strive for it for summer peak as well. It could be 50–60% even. So before you go, for example, for your EBM in your term, and you will ask your OGV what's going on, you just briefly analyze the current state of this week, and you see that the bottleneck is here, and you ask questions why it's happening. Third thing is track your OGVP. You cannot track, as I said, every single detail, but certain things you have to track, and you need to track to just your OGVP to be more accountable, feel pressure, let's say, because when people do not feel pressure, they feel too free, and then they do not perform as they can because they don't know their potential. For example, in February, when they just start, they don't know that they can do more than they planned, for example, or the amount of they planned. So tracking is essential part for you as LCP. Last two things is about the mindset of your people. Leadership, it should be there. You have to give the mindset to all of your exchangers that leadership is the core of what we are doing. From my functional visits, I heard only in few LCs about leadership. So it's something that you have to drive as LCP from the beginning of, from the first day of your term, even before, during the transition, because all the starts, it's from your mindset. If you think that we develop leadership, and if you tell about this every single day to your VPs, they will communicate it to EPs, they will communicate it to their teams, and everyone will talk about leadership. And about no excuses, again, people are having so many excuses. Seriously, if you as LCP will cut it from the beginning, after 1 or 2 months, you will get, believe me, you will get better results. It's coming from my LCP term, and I saw what my LCP he was doing to us in terms of mindset, culture inside of EB. About the excuses, it's something that you should fight with. Seriously, I know that people say have so many excuses, but if you start to fight it from day one, it will be gone in 1 or 2 months. So that's about the big picture, about the general things. Super briefly, what to track, what you can track during the EBMs, for example, or during the monthly review. Next one. Divide it into 2 things. Measure of success. It's one main goal that you have. It's plan fact of approves. then realizations, and then completes. It's one main goal your OGV VP is working for. And then there are a lot of KPIs, which are key performance indicator, you know this, like process time, number of opens, cold calls, applicants, IR efficiency conversions. You don't need to try all of them, but what I suggest for you to select 3 main things every month that you focus on. For example, in February, it's about attraction. So it's conversion from sign up to applicant, because it's not only marketing who is doing it, but it's in synergy with OGV as well, in most LCs at least. Then it could be IR efficiency for February of applicants. And then every next month you decide what is the most important KPI for your OGV product, and you push your LCVP OGV for especially these KPIs. You track, you beat them, and you push them for these 3 main things, and it will bring you the final goal realization in the end. Would it be approved, realized, or complete? Customer flow, I will not tell you about customer flow, but I will tell you about very briefly about every stage, what you can track. Again, how you can select these main things to track during every stage. Just briefly, all general things you can track during the attraction, main things: number of signups, cold calls, signups who were contacted. So imagine you have 400 signups, but only 20 of them were contacted. Right? You understand that here's a bottleneck, and you go to EBM, and you know what to do with your LCVP OGV. The number of opens, you can say it's marketing. Yes, it's marketing, but in synergy of OGV for sure, with OGV for sure. Process time, open applied time. You probably know this. You go to EXPA, there is process time, and you can see the national one, for example. How is it going for winter peak? You see the national one is 6.1. You see my screen, right? 6.1. It means from applied to accepted, it's 6 days nationally. And you see what is your LC current state. We see that some LCs are faster, some LCs are slower than national average, and you can talk to your LCVP what's going on. Approval means from applied to approval, how many days usually averagely pass. This one don't mind about it, it's important. Then tracking tools for attraction. You don't need to track every single sign up or whatever, just make sure that they exist and your marketing or OGV is working with them. And regular OP mailing of relevant opportunities, it will help you so much to get applicants. So make sure your marketing is sending this weekly or bi-weekly emails with relevant opportunities, which he got from OGV. What else can be done here in attraction? It's from my LCVP term when I was marketing, and then I was OGT guy. But anyway, what we did and what some of the LCs in Turkey are doing, some of the LCs are not. Maybe it could be idea for you. As promo, you all have the numbers of all the signups. You can send not email but SMS to them that, hey guys, Isaac.org. No, that's it, done. From that, when I did it, when I was LCVP marketing, it brought us, I don't know, 100 opens in 2 days after we sent it to 1,000 people. We just took all the signups for all the year and we sent them as one very short SMS. Hey, take a look, there are new opportunities, Isaac.org, done. And so many people became opens and they started to apply. It helped us so much. Email marketing, most of you are doing it. Don't forget about it, about opportunity mailing and so on. Google AdWords, not sure if it will be on national level or local level, but we did it on local level in my LC. My LCP just proposed it. I was LCP marketing. I had no fucking idea how to do it. I just learned in 2 days. I 50 lira, and it brought us again another 100 of opens, so it worked. Members OGV campaign in social media. It's something that, for example, when is attraction peak in January, February, you as LCP, you push all your members, team leaders, EB to change the profile pictures to GV or whatever product you're focusing on promo. So for example, these recruitment campaigns like join Isaac, there could be some visual for all your Facebook pictures, and all the members are changing it, and then the 5,000 people, 5,000 of their friends, they see that they change picture, and some of them will become opens. What else? Bring EPs to offline presentation and out of university presentations. So you have some completed EPs who are super happy. You don't forget to use them in terms of for attraction and for university presentations. If you have bad relations with university, organize some events out of university. It could be some event in some I don't know, student club which is out of university, and you invite all your signups to it, and you talk about GV, Isaac, and so on. Then consideration happens. So your EP applied. What to track? For sure, applied, number of applied and accepted people is the conversion. Process time, again, super important. You can track it from EXPA. I showed it how. Legal stuff, you don't need, of course, to track it as LCP one by one, but you need to make sure before your terms that every contract is saved, every payment, every invoice is saved, and you have the, I don't know, Google Drive, whatever you use, so it's synergy with finance somehow, and you make sure that all your OGV is legal. IR situation, LC to LC relations. I will have, a few days later, I will have separate 15 minutes webinar about IR, because it's something that brings 50% of result to your OGV. Anyways, just very quick sharing what my LCP did when he went to IC or to any regional conference. He brought us contacts of 20 LCs that we could have partnership. So for example, whenever you go, or those of you who went for to Slovakia, you already had some, you already got some new pips from the network. You can downscale this LC to LC, LCP to LC partnership to all the operations. It worked for me a lot. Tracking tools, again, make sure they exist, make sure that your OGV updates them. What extra can be done? OGV departments functional meetings and approving days when all OGVs gathering together for one day for 3 hours, and they doing cold calls, they're approving people, so on. You don't need to organize it, of course. You are just tracking your OGV VP that these team meetings are existing and teamwork is existing. Value delivery, approved realization conversion for sure, realized conversion for sure. If you take a look on all current term, just an example of Istanbul, Asia, and Ankara, they have the same. They had the same amount of approves, but they have 20 realization difference between themselves. It means that something goes wrong in one of the LCs from approved to realized conversion. So make sure you check this. When you need to track it, it's in May, June, and so on, when the realization peaks will start. Percent of EPs covered by OPS, please track your, push your EP OGV to prepare the best OPS ever. And just make sure it will happen and all the EPs will come. Case solving, summer will come. Sometimes your VP OGV will not handle the cases. So you as LCP, you will need to talk to LCP of the different LC and solve the cases and so on. So just, it will happen, no worries. Standards, there could be national tracking tool for standards. There could be some local tracking tool. I don't know, we will see. Number of showcases is for marketing, for promotion in future, make sure that your marketing or OGV is collecting showcases from all your realized EPs. Brand advocacy, number of completes, easy and conversions, and number of EPs who are integrated or who are showcasing somehow. Quick summary to firstly, you drive the mindset of your OGV. You change the mindset if it's needed. So no excuses, and seeing the bigger picture. And it's always there. I mean, there is no problem with ambitiousness. With hard working, there is no problem with hard working. So there is some certain mindset you have to keep as LCP, and there is some certain mindset you have to LCVP, OGV especially. And how to check? You choose what to check, but don't be that light on them. If you see any major problem, the first months especially, fuck their brain in terms of this thing is happening, why there is this bottleneck, and push them. Don't be afraid to push them so hard, because it will bring you results in the end. I guess that's it. I hope it all recorded, and you will hear me. Hello Gurkan, hello Emre, Betul, Ufuk. Yep, I guess that's it. I will finish now. If you have any questions, you can write me in WhatsApp. You all have my WhatsApp. Thank you very much, and see you. Bye-bye. Enjoy your transition time, enjoy your team building time, enjoy the time before Atemco, and see you all in Atemco.
Thank you so much.
If you want to say something, you want to say goodbye to me, yes?
Yes, goodbye, thank you.
Betul, thank you, Gurkan. Thank you. Emre is the only one who decided not to tell thank you, Emre. I love you so much. Emre, you know, for 5 you told me. I guess yes, are coming. Bye-bye, have a good day.